You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, YNR fans, I've got your full roster of weekly spoilers from Monday, October 21st through Friday, October 25th. Billy and Sally are going to kiss. They are. And Sharon Newman is cornered. But is she caught? We'll see. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to dive into all the action. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Let's start with what's coming Monday, October 21st, season 52, episode 13. So Devon and Abby are talking about the wedding, and he tells her she can pick the flavor of cake. Nate shows up, and they talk about Victor keeping their wedding venue secret. Nate does not trust Victor. Abby takes off, and Nate wonders if the bride is going to be upset to find out what Victor has done to her sister-in-law, Lily. Devon tells him he hasn't told Abby yet and plans to confront Victor after the wedding. They discuss that Lily will not admit that she has lost. Both Nate and Devon think that Billy and Victor are jerks, and they really hope she's going to come back to Hamilton Winters. Victor tells Adam he really likes the piece trashing Billy, and Victor explains that he's targeting Jack because of Nikki. But Adam says, hold up, Jack saved her. And Victor says, no, he nearly killed Nikki, and says, what if it was Sally? And Adam says, well, you know, I'm not with her anymore. Victor tries to blame Sally, and Adam says, no, it was all me. And Victor assumes that it's something to do with Chelsea and is sure that Adam's going to reunite with his ex. Adam does not agree with him about coming at Jack and tells him, you know what, Kyle's going to let you down. And Victor says, yeah, probably. And then he talks about Adam being blood, and Adam promises he is loyal and says he will promote Glissade, but still will not attack Jack. Abby comes in, Adam goes out. Abby wants Victor and Ashley to walk her down the aisle together, and she asks again about the venue, but he will not spill any details. Adam sees Sally at Crimson Lights. He's very sorry. It's awkward. Sally has a moment of insight and says she took Chelsea's place at work, and Chelsea took her place in Adam's life. He wants to know if it will ever not be awkward to be in the same room, and she doesn't know. She walks out. Billy sees Lily at the GCAC and confronts her about ratting him out to his mother. Lily says he was wrong and she knows Jill gave him an ultimatum. Billy says doesn't matter. He's not going to rehire her. Lily says when he is facing his mommy when she's back, everything will change. And Billy says Lily needs people to fight her battles. And Lily says the only person on his side is Phyllis. He walks away. Nikki walks up, but Lily doesn't want to hear any more of her lies. Nikki wants to make things better, offers her more money. Lily doesn't care and says they will never be able to run Chancellor without them, and says that nothing is going to help. So she tells Nikki, just go. Then Devon and Nate are there asking her again to come back and work with the family, but she's not ready to give up and said Jill is about to come back and thinks Billy is going to be out on her butt and Jill will put her back in charge to stop Victor. But Devon says their dad would want her with family and they would never do her dirty like Billy and Victor have. And Nate gets a text from Amy Lewis, and he still doesn't know why she's texting. By the way, Amy is supposed to be back in town October 29th, just before sweeps begins. Abby keeps bugging Victor for details about the wedding. When Nikki shows up, Abby leaves, and Nikki says Lily thinks fighting for Chancellor isn't done yet. Victor thinks Jill is coming back, and that means Billy is about to be out of their way. Sally finds Billy in the jazz lounge and they start doing shots together. He says she's really good at it. Sally talks to him about her carny days and When she's tipsy, he walks her back up to her room upstairs, and guess what? That's when they kiss. Tuesday, October 22nd is season 52, episode 14. Adam gets a pretty harsh reality check from Chelsea, and Victor gives Devon some advice that he did not ask for. Nate goes to extremes to help Audra. He goes out on a limb, so I wonder if he is going to offer her a job. And this might be the day we get the scene from the promo of Chance at Daniel's apartment when the forensics guy finds something behind the couch. That's where Heather's dead body was before Sharon wrapped up the corpse. On Wednesday, October 23rd, season 52, episode 15, Daniel pushes on Sharon to come clean. He tells her to tell the truth. Phyllis completely loses patience and her temper with Nick. You know, Nick doesn't want to believe that Sharon has done anything bad. Phyllis is completely convinced that Sharon accidentally killed Heather during a confrontation and is the one who's setting up Daniel. That same day, Danny Romalotti makes a video call to his son Daniel and asks what's happening. And Daniel explains that the police have enough evidence to probably arrest him soon. On Thursday, October 24th, episode 16 of the current season, Christine Williams is back in town to help Daniel. So it sounds like after that phone call, Danny panicked and sent Cricket to represent Daniel because his son might be arrested. That same day, Sharon is backed into a corner. Chance doesn't really think Daniel did this. And again, Daniel has an alibi. That draft text that Sharon put on Heather's phone to her dad, Paul, alleging that she and Daniel had an argument and he's getting violent, that should have been saved after her time of death. There's the whole matter of no evidence in Daniel's car, and Daniel's car wasn't anywhere near the river, and Heather's car wasn't near the river, plus the phone got moved around. Sloppy job with the evidence being planted, and none of Daniel's DNA or fingerprints on any of the planted evidence. So I'm just wondering who's going to back her into a corner. I'm guessing it might be Phyllis, maybe Chance. Jack has some news that freaks Tracy out, and Tracy's going to try to mediate between Jack and Diane because he is throwing his wife out of the mansion. And that leads to a really wild spoiler on Friday, October 25th, which is season 52, episode 17, because Victor is plotting to try and recruit Diane over to his side. This is all part of his ruin Jack's life plan, but Diane hates Victor right now. But is she more upset at Jack and Kyle? I don't know. I mean, I could see Diane taking Victor up on his offer, only hoping that she can sabotage him if she gets closer. Billy clears things up with Jack. They need to clear the air between them. And Phyllis does some damage control so she can hopefully help her son, Daniel.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.